you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And that's another thing that I think in the sales business we all have to recognize, because I'm in the sales and recruiting, and we are always looking for great talent for our company and things like that. But I think it's important for all of us to recognize, especially the ones that have done okay, that we got to recognize that not everybody's going to think like us. Not everybody's going to be like us. Not everybody's going to want what we want. Like you said that you were the guy behind the camera, and now you're the guy out in front of the camera. And so it was a transition for you to mentally kind of figure it out. And also I want maybe just for you to take a quick second and explain to people that these things take time. It's not one day you wake up and you're like, okay, I'm successful, or one day you wake up and okay, I'm great on camera, because I love watching you on camera. I mean, I really admire you on camera, and I think that you are amazing at what you do. And I think the reason why is because you are authentic as fuck, like you say. And I believe that you are, like, I mean, you just exude, this feeling of like, I mean, hey, because it's something even for me, because I've been bred in the self-improvement world. I'm a Tony Robbins guy. I'm a, like I
Same here.
learned from exactly. I'm like Napoleon Hill and all these people. So I'm always trying to remember that, I can't just regurgitate all the things that I've heard all my life. I need to, always inject my own stories, because I've lived now a long time. I've been in business over 25 years. And so I need to also really connect with my audience in a certain way that has
25 years.
My 25 years. Yeah, 25
How old
years.
are you? I thought you were like 35.
Yeah, no. Well, thank you very much. You just made yourself another new, really, really good friend. I'm 48 years old, man. I'm 48.
Oh, wow, okay.
Look at this, man. This is white all coming out, man. I shave it. I cut the hair really close here, so that way not as much.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah. So,
that's a really great point. But yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're.
Yeah, so it takes time, right?
Yes.
And I guess I'll say that cliche thing. People say like, like you can't be focused on the goal, like focus on the journey, not the destination, right? But who really listens? Like when they say like money's not gonna make you happy, who really listens to that, right? Nobody. So here's what I think, that journey versus destination thing. Because here's a story that I tell. When you were young and you really want that, I really wanted that bicycle, $100 bicycle, right? Like that I would do anything to get it, right? And then you get older, like I can buy 100 of those bicycles. Do I still want it? No, right? And the same thing happens with money, right? Like right now you might think, oh, if I just had $10 million in the bank. But once you have that $10 million in the bank, it's not like you got $10 million in the bank in one day. The day before that, you had $9.999 million. So it's not a big change from the day before to that, right? So on a day-to-day, it's like when you go to the gym and work out, you don't see that progress visually. So that's why I don't like focusing on too much on the goal. I do set goals, but once I set the goal, now I'm just focused on the process. And that is really why I think, that authentic as fuck thing, like when I come on and when I'm making content, I'm not thinking about how this is going to help me 10 years down the road. I'm just focused on having this conversation or enjoying this conversation or something like that. So, and then I think what happens as a result of that is all just, it's the consequences of just,
I tell you, it's interesting, son. I actually turn out. I mean, most of the time I turn off my likes. Actually, I don't know if people know there's a feature in the advanced settings on Instagram. Yeah. I've actually been turning it off. Now, I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. I'm kind of just testing it just to see. But you know what? Even for my own mentality, I'm turning it off because I don't even want to see it. I don't even care anymore. Like I literally don't care about the likes and the views and the everything. Now I could still see it in my insights and stuff like that, but I feel like
You read the
I really
comments.
I read the comments. Oh yeah, I mean I answer every freaking
I
comment.
think
There's no
that's more
question.
important
Oh
than likes.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I try to connect with every single person. I don't think I have in the last year at least. I mean, I can't imagine myself even missing a comment. Commenting on. Now I don't get hundreds of comments. So, but on the 10, 20, 30, 50 comments that I do get, I try to hit every
Yeah.
single one of them. But I've been turning out the likes because I feel like, you know, for a while there, I was kind of looking at that number and it was like making me happy or
Mm.
sad. And I'm thinking, well, why do I even care, man? I just like, I look, especially in this day and age of where I'm living in my life and how my life is kind of shaped up. I'm pretty financially free many times over, and I just want to teach people, man. I just want to help people. I just want to make a difference in people's life. Whether I make another 10 million or I don't make another 10 million, I don't really care that much. I just really want to try to make a difference, man. I mean, I know there
You,
are salespeople out there that are struggling, man. They're dying out there. I want to introduce all of these freaking people to you. I want them to know you, and that's
I
why I'm
want to
doing a
introduce
podcast.
them to you
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you said something really significant there, that you're already financially secure, and that gives you the breathing room to be able to help people, right? Here's the thing that most people don't get. A lot of people that I talk to is going around saying, I want to help people, I want to help people, when they're not in no position to be able to help other people right now because they're financially struggling, right? So what I tell is, forget trying to, okay, I want to help people and make money. Oh, I want to do something like that I love and make money at the same time. No, don't worry about that. First, make money. Have that freedom, sense of freedom, stability, security, because it's like the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? Until you have your survival down, you're not going to be in the right mindset to help people. What's going to happen is you're going to start helping people, and then you're not going to make money, and then you're going to feel resentful, and you're going to be like, oh, these fucking people, I'm helping them, they don't understand, they're taking advantage of me. That's what, like, I've been there. Don't go down that route. Make the money first, and if you're going to help people. Doesn't matter, even if you don't make money from it, just the joy of helping people. And what I found is when you do that, eventually money comes.
It always comes. It's ridiculous. It's like more money comes whether you want it or not. People want to give you money because people know that you really want to see them do good, and you're not like gimme, 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 gimme. I mean, and like so let's talk a little bit about sales for a quick second. I mean, I know that when you think about words that trigger, can you think of any like words that we need to start using better that maybe
Yeah.
that trigger influence in the sales business for us?
I don't know if this is so ethical, but like what I always say is, when you're branding, right, you want to make it positive, right? I use the seven virtues. I use the seven virtues versus the seven deadly sins, right? But when it comes to selling, you want to trigger somebody to take out their wallet and give you their credit card. You actually need to trigger their seven deadly sins, because people pay money to solve pains, to solve problems, or something like that, right? So a lot of people might say, oh, I buy a Tesla because I care about the environment and innovation, blah, blah, blah. But the real reason why they buy a Tesla is because it makes them look cool. I'm a tech bro, right? Like it makes, it makes me or something like like iPhone, right? I buy Apple because they're so, advanced like technology and all of that. But it's really, the Apple logo is is a real reason, right? So, and those are like envy, like, sloth. Like a lot of the, like 4-hour work week is a good example, right? I could say, oh, how to be more productive and delegate. Nobody's gonna buy that book. But how to work only 4 hours a week, that's seven deadly sins. So it sells. So what I do when I sell is, in the beginning I did the whole sales script thing, and it didn't really work for me because it wasn't authentic, and I'm not a good liar. So I wear my heart on my sleeve so people can see right through me, right? So what I did was I just kept being curious and ask questions. And when you're curious and asking a lot of questions and genuinely interested in what they're struggling with, they will tell you what their pain points are, right? They'll tell you what they're struggling with. And then I'll go into that. For example, a lot of the clients that come to us are like, this is like the second or third website they're building with us, that they're building, and then they're coming to us. And I know for a fact that like 70 to 80% of web projects fail. Like it starts and then never finishes. Because there's a difference between when you design something and then you take that design and a developer codes it and then like it actually launches and goes live, right? There's a huge gap there. And a lot of people don't know that. So they'll hire a designer. Oh, this is great design. And they'll hire a developer. And then it's like, oh, that didn't work. That doesn't look anything like the design, or that function doesn't work. Or there's a lot of that going on. So I use that as when they come and tell me, it's like, oh yeah, we failed with our last freelancer, blah, blah, blah. So I'll use that as a pain. Like the reason why that's happening is because freelancers design this and then, it's beautiful, but those designers don't understand technology. So they don't even know if this can be coded or not. So a lot of times when you send it to a developer, this is what's going to happen. So I explained why that's happening in a logical way that they can understand. And then immediately the FOMO hits them. It's like, oh, like if I hire the wrong company again, that's going to happen again. But this guy just explained to me in a logical way why that happens and why it doesn't happen in his company. Then the sale is already done. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you for watching our short clips on Alonzo Academy. If you'd like to watch the next short clip, click here. If you'd like to watch the entire podcast, click here.